Hey everybody, Geek Soul Brother here, and I'm putting the funk in the final frontier. And this is my spoiler review of X-Men Apocalypse. And we're gonna get into it. Yo, this movie was not good. It was not horrible. It was not the worst superhero movie ever. It just wasn't good. You got Apocalypse. I said it in my non-spoiler video. You got Apocalypse, Fox, and you messed it up. You messed it. I don't know. He just was not the Apocalypse that I wanted to see. He didn't transform. That's one thing that bothered me. He didn't transform, and don't let the trailer fool you. He didn't get big. He did in a certain way. There's a little cheating there. I won't spoil that. There's a little cheating there, but he didn't get big. He didn't transform. You know, his hand didn't turn into a battering ram or some crazy futurized gun or even stretch. He didn't even stretch his hand out to punch somebody out. You know, it was just him in his Oscar Isaac, height or whatever, body build, and he stayed like that. Fassbender was good. You know, they showed him with a little family and whatnot, and incidents happen and stuff like that happens, and he always does a good job. He always does a good job in these films. The kid that played Nightcrawler, he was decent. He got some laughs. My man Peter Evans did his thing again. Yo, this, if you guys that are watching Flash, you know that that a good director, good filmmaker, creative artist can really do something with speed now. Because we've been watching Flash, and there was one scene in Flash where Flash was rescuing people out of literally out of a train that was crashing in the midst of crashing. Well, this was even better. This, oh my goodness, freaking Quicksilver rescuing people out of a house that was blowing up. Yo, and had time to eat some pizza, save the dog, drink what did he drink? Dr. Pepper or some little product placement there. Yo, that was awesome. I love that. I could see as soon as that scene was over, I wanted to see it again. So for me, that was a highlight. I wanted to go to movies to see Quicksilver do its thing, and he did his thing. Sweet dreams are made of this, yo. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, some of the other acting was good. The sister that played Sansa in Game of Thrones, she was good. But she didn't have anything to work with, and I'll get to Jean Grey in a second, but at least she had powers. At least she had some power to do stuff. That was pretty cool. There was one thing that I didn't understand. Well, it's not that I didn't understand it. Okay, so Apocalypse at one point destroys all the nuclear bombs. He sends them off into space. He's trying to rid humans of like modern stuff, I guess. So he started with the nuclear bombs, and I'm like, you know what? That wasn't such a bad thing. Didn't Superman do that in Superman 4? Didn't he? Quest for Peace? Wasn't Quest for Peace to take away nuclear bombs? Right now, Apocalypse is looking like he got big S on his chest. So he gets rid of the nuclear bombs, but then he wants to destroy stuff, and he wants to kill people. Not kill people, he just wants to destroy stuff, cleanse the world, and in doing so, a lot of people are going to die. Okay, I'm going to hit you nerds with it. If you were upset with the destruction in Man of Steel, you should friggin' be running out to Hollywood with pitchforks and torches after this. You know what the problem was? Apocalypse was a villain, but it was Magneto again that was just messing everything up. So I kind of have a problem with that. Like, who's the bad guy here? Who's the real bad guy? I did like a certain cameo by somebody that had some claws. That was pretty cool. Alexandra Shipp played Storm. She played the pickpocketing Storm, and she did it well. She was running around. She was a little bit old to be running around with a bunch of other kids. She certainly wasn't 13 like Storm was in the comic or whatever, 11, 13, whatever. But she did a good job because she met Apocalypse, and she was kind of talking, and she set up how she kind of introduced why the world of mutants is looking forward to or looking towards Mystique. Holds Mystique in high praise because of what she did in Days of Future Past. But Shiv did a pretty good job there. She did a pretty good job. But then Apocalypse, once Apocalypse turns her into one of the four horsewomen, well, two women, two men, uh, there was no dialogue or anything. She didn't have to do. All she had to do was smirk with the evil smirk, and do her hands like I'm making lightning. I'm making lightning, y'all. I'm just look at me making lightning, and that was all that she did. And Psylocke did even less. Psylocke talked even less. She saved Storm. Storm was about to get smashed. She saved her, cutting the car. We saw that in the freaking trailer, and that was about it. I tell you one thing though, the fight at the end could have been so much better. Apocalypse sitting there, with his force bubble, his destructive bubble, and everybody's throwing everything at him and stuff like that. Where was Apocalypse growing, getting big? Where was the whole transformation with the hands and weapons and battering rams and stuff like that? Fox, you don't know how to handle a supervillain. Like, not all the time. It's a hit and miss with you guys. The villain's got to be over the top, and just Apocalypse just wasn't over the top. I tell you what, he was. He was a fashion student. He was a fashion student and hairstylist student trapped in a 5,000-year-old villain's body, because while he was putting together everything, he was making the clothes. Literally, like like with his power, he was making clothes for his four horsemen women. He was dressing Storm. He gave Storm a really nice outfit. He gave Magneto the best outfit he ever had. And when he first met Storm, he did the hairstyle. Now this upset me. Storm had like black hair, right? And then Apocalypse meet her, and when he gives her extra power, her hair turns white. So to me, that's saying, Fox, you don't care about canon with somebody like Storm. How could you do that to Storm? She's always had white hair, The effects were atrocious. I said in the other video, and I'll say it here, the green screen, I know you guys set the movie in the 80s, but that doesn't mean that you had to have 80s green screen effects. That didn't make sense. Even up till the end, the very last shot of Jean Grey, the green screen was hard. I don't know what happened, but yet when Angel had his wings, that was pretty cool. When Quicksilver was running through the house saving people, I didn't have a problem with that. Lastly, I'm not going to spoil this too much, but Jean Grey, they could have saved something for later. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got these characters, you just introduced them. Why are you rushing through their storylines and stuff, setting it up for other films? Like, come on, show a little bit, give us a little teaser. In the part with Jean Grey, she was just walking on air towards the end when she was getting ready to jack up Apocalypse with her newfound power that she's been trying to hold back, but now that wasn't air, that was just glass. This is horrible. It's horrible special effects. But other than that, look, it's not a horrible film. It just has a lot of bad stuff. It just could have been so much better. It could have been so much more. I will give you guys notice that you need to sit through. There's a pretty good end credit scene, so sit through that. Sets up for another. We're gonna see another villain. We're gonna see another good villain for Fox to kind of water down and not do anything with that they should have done from the comics and the animations and all of that. Anyway, that's my review. That's my spoiled review. Hope I didn't spoil it too much, but you guys clicked on it, so I can share with you guys. I can share. Anyway, hit me on my blog, geeksoulbrother.com. Got reviews and trailers on there. Little commentary from myself and my Nerdy Venoms that's on my podcast. We try to give you guys some food for thought. And also, Saturday Night Sci-Fi. That's my hashtag that I do every Saturday night. I pick a movie. It could be an old sci-fi movie, fantasy. It could be something new, something underrated, very popular. Doesn't matter. I try and mix it up, but we all watch it at 10 p.m. Eastern Saturday night, and we use a hashtag Saturday Night Sci-Fi. So check that out when you get a chance. If you guys are on Twitter, if not, jump on Twitter. It won't hurt. You don't have to tweet. You can just laugh at all the little jokes and stuff that we're doing. But other than that, you guys take care. Hope you enjoyed the spoiled review, and come back. I got more stuff for you. Talk to you later. Peace.